I'm going to do a tarot reading today. It's going to take that long, and if you don't like tarot readings, you can scroll away, but if you want to stick around, you can. If you don't feel like sticking around for the whole time right now, you can bookmark this for later, or just watch it now. But either way, this is a message for someone. I don't know who it's for just yet, but we're going to figure that out together. Take only what resonates, though. Don't force it to fit, and just have a good time with it. And let's see. What is up with the message? What is up with this message that someone needs to hear? The person who comes across this video might need to hear this message, so what are we going to tell them? Okay, so we got one card, and then there was like some tension of, feeling like there was going to be more cards coming out and not really knowing what was going to happen, and then it just, 3 more came out. So we have 4 cards, and we started with the World. The World is a sense of completion. It's a sense of you did what you were supposed to do, and you know you did what you're supposed to do because everything around you has started to shift or is shifting, or you can just feel a significant change all around you. And maybe your circumstances are the same for the most part, but you have changed, and thus your perception of the world is going to change with it. And once your perception of the world has changed, you can now gather information that can help you actually make progress that you want to make that lives within you as well. It all comes down to you, and that's what the World is signifying. It's signifying that everything comes down to you. Your entire journey from the first card, which was the Fool, from the Magician, the High Priestess, like the entire journey of the major arcana ends with the World because you did everything you were supposed to do, and even if things don't look that different, they are different because you perceive them differently based on all of this work that you did. So it is a significant thing, and it's something that you need to be proud of. It's something you need to nourish, and something that you're needing to evolve from. Now, how do you evolve from that point if you're already done, so to speak? Well, we're never really done with our spiritual journey, and I'm sorry to keep quote marking, but it's kind of the point. You're not really done, but you are. So what was the significant thing that you feel that you finished or that you feel completed in? You feel like a whole world of a person, a whole complete person in this world energy, but you're remaining in this 8 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups energy, where you're worried about what it means to move on from that completion state. What the next step is actually going to signify the start of your next journey. As they say, one door closes, another one opens. You're not really closing that door behind you. You're kind of standing in the hallway. You're kind of standing in the doorway, so to speak, even though you're done being in that room. That room being everything that you've experienced, everything that you've kind of allowed yourself to endure, or at least endured for the sake of that knowledge, has come to an end. You can shut it behind you. It's not like you're going to forget those lessons if you don't stay in that room anymore. And leaving that room is going to allow you the space to learn more things. I think you're a little bit worried about how it's going to look and how it's going to feel. You're worried about the significance of what you're leaving behind being that the things that are going to change are going to alter everything in such a significant way, because you going from what triggered your awakening, that Fool card energy, into the Magician, High Priestess, and what have you, and what got you to this World energy, did change your worldview quite a bit, and it was necessary. Trusting that everything is going to be necessary for your growth is where you're needing to rebalance, because you've already learned how to navigate everything. Now you're learning how to trust that everything you navigated was for a good reason. Because look at you now, you've grown from it. If you feel like you haven't grown from that significant situation that helped alter your perception of the world, maybe you're needing to go back and relook at why. And maybe you're needing to kind of relearn what it means to trust what walking away means. Maybe there was something you walked away from and you're happy with the results, you're happy with what has transpired, but you're not really happy with the fact that you had to walk away in the first place. You were not really given an option to, or maybe you were feeling like you want to have an option to, but you feel like your options right now are very limited. But that's kind of what's going to encourage this new awakening that's going to happen for you. It's going to start this new chapter for you. It's never comfortable because it's something we're not seeing. It's something that we're not really seeing that we've stacked up. And the Tower card energy is the significance of what you've stacked up, this mistrust in yourself. So you're needing to kind of build on that trust and that courage in yourself. You do have the Justice card on the bottom, which is kind of like saying that you need to trust that the universe is going to balance things out in case, you're feeling like this is going to cause a huge mess, but it's really not. The top card being Death is obviously a huge transformation energy, and I do feel like it's significant to bring up that, like, whatever you're walking into with no idea of how it's going to turn out, you've done that for in more beneficial ways. You live every day not knowing how things are going to turn out, and something serendipitous and beautiful happen. Walking into joy that you know you're walking into is not the same as walking into joy that you didn't know was going to happen. So you can't perceive the not knowing as, I don't like know why I keep quoting, the not knowing that you're doing of the next step. That's kind of the point. Not knowing what's going to happen, that's the point. And it is bringing up a lot of fears in you, and you're being asked to look into why. There might be some difficulties that you're not really facing. I'm not sure why I'm doing this either, but there's some difficulties that you're being asked to transform with, and to allow them to transform you, and to allow them to show you what you're made of. Because you didn't go through all of this to still be afraid of change. And just remember that.